Jail induces early labor in pregnant inmates without choice. Why would you do this? Why would you force pregnant inmates to have their babies early as part of protocol? At least 3 pregnant women incarcerated at the Perryville prison in Buckeye, Arizona say the prison induced early labor against their will. 2 of the women, Stephanie Pearson, Desiree Romero, had their labor induced at 39 weeks last year. Another woman, Jocelyn Hefner, had her labor induced at 37 weeks. Once in 2020, once in 2022. The women told the outlet they were informed that this is a set policy at the prison, and medical records the newspaper reviewed have corroborated their claims. This is actually written into the code. While research shows labor could safely be induced earlier, about 39 weeks, experts say, denying pregnant people agency in their birthing can result in enduring physical and emotional trauma to the detriment of the pregnant person and the baby. Officials don't seem to care when you're incarcerated. Speaking to Arizona Republic, all 3 of the women said they believed they had been induced to reduce liability for the prison, not for their own safety. Pearson said a prison obstetrician told her they induce everyone because they don't want anyone going into labor here. You're not gonna have your baby up in here. That's how ignorant this sounds. This is the policy, this is the protocol here. She continued, I'm quite used to the prison making all these decisions for us because we are still state property. Romero telling the outlet that a medical provider for the prison told her that inducing early labor among incarcerated people is their set policy so that we don't go into labor in prison. Policy allegedly emerged after incidents in which incarcerated pregnant people at the Perryville prison gave birth in their cells. One woman gave birth in her toilet back in 2019. This is tough. The details of this are tough, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that our prison system is so problematic. It's such a blight on our society, how we've used it to basically be the modern day slavery. We incarcerate people of color at disproportionate rates, take away their freedoms, take away their human rights, tell them when they're gonna have a baby, even now. I mean, it's disgusting. Yes, if somebody commits crimes, they should be proportionally and fairly punished for them. But when it is not the case, and when, depending on the color of your skin, you get a different fate in your life than others, and then they continue to prove that you are no longer a human in the eyes of the state by taking away your agency, your ability to have your child on your own natural biological schedule. It's some real creepy, like dystopian future stuff that has already arrived.
Really is.
Very scary.
Yeah, it is. Corinne Kendrick, attorney, deputy director at the ACLU National Prison Project, telling Jezebel, policy reflects a systemic problem of prisons lacking the resources to care for pregnant people. For the last decade, the ACLU has led a class action lawsuit against the prison system for mistreatment of incarcerated people in the prison healthcare system. It appears that the response to what we uncovered about the woman giving birth in her cell toilet a few years ago was that they would just schedule everyone for induction. And that's how we'll avoid that. Look, if you're gonna have prisons and you're gonna incarcerate people, then I guess you better make better provisions for people. If you're gonna house them, hold them, keep them behind bars. David Shin serves as the director for the Arizona Department of Corrections. He looks like a corrections director. He's got the whole look down, the uniform, the hair, and the smirk. Both the department and Centurion, the prison healthcare contractor. You see, that's what people don't understand. It's all about the contractors. Everybody's getting rich off this thing, right? And when you are the director, you get to help steer the contracts. Not saying he did anything wrong. I'm just telling you how it works. I saw a couple of documentaries on it. Until October 2022, no comment. Were Arizona's Republic's reporting or immediately They didn't even respond to requests for comment from Jezebel. NAFCAIR, which is the Arizona Department of Corrections current health provider as of last October, denied to Arizona Republic that it has any policy requiring labor to be induced, but confirmed that since October, one incarcerated patient was induced per hospital specialist orders as a maternal fetal safety precaution. NAFCAIR told the outlet that there are currently 6 pregnant people in the state prison system. Will they all give birth on the same date? I don't know, but I don't believe the statement. Also from Jezebel, Pierce and Hefner Romero telling the newspaper that while they weren't shackled and were granted allotted time with their newborn babies as required by the state's Dignity for Incarcerated Women Act, which was passed in 2021, a long time ago, the medical care they did receive was lacking. The women said the special prenatal diet they were provided by the Perry prison was merely an extra daily helping of milk and a peanut butter sandwich. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you want to button that up. I've heard enough, Ben, and I don't know that much is going to change. High hopes, do you have them?
I'm always an optimist. I like that was passed in 2021. I wish it was providing something more substantive than that. But I guess when a lot of these stories get us down, all I can offer is that when you take a step further back, while it's very hard to see injustice still happen and steps back still occur, we are moving towards a better world in most categories. And yeah, nice to see some progress.
Yeah.